let's get right into the first match between Drift and Mr. Chung. And Drift will pre-ban Mr. Chung's favorite monkey of them all, the Kitian Da Sheng. And Drift will not get a chance to play with his Zabala for the turn 1. So first pick for Drift, what is it going to be? Watery? No, going for the early Nephthys here for Drift. Is he locking that in? Or is he switching that out for the Oliver for some... he's gonna take the Moor instead. Going for a more generic approach here and not locking into the Nephthys team just yet. So Mr. Chung has the option to go for the Oliver, potentially into a Heigang, or a Chiwu into a Cigar here. Let's see which route is he going for. He's gonna go for the Oliver and a Praha for some extra healing in the first pick. So Mr. Chung is looking in a mid-range draft, which means Drift might be going for a Nephthys Chung Pung here, or Nephthys Ethna for that aggressive turn 1. But hey, he could always go for the Mouse Rakuni or Juno Rakuni. But he's gonna go for that Chung Pung, locking in the aggressive pushback here, and the Dark Robo for more stripping. So he's locked in 2, or maybe I should say 3 AoE stripper. And the Chiu getting picked up here to counter the first turn. Mr. Chung also want to get that first turn. And the Virat getting picked up as well for some extra control on Drift team. Heigang getting picked up the 4th AoE stripper, but also to counter both Praha and Chiu strip. And maybe the last pick is going to be the Nephthys for the damage and debuff. Is he going to go for the Nephthys right here? Or is he going to go for some counter pick to the Virat and the Oliver? He's going for another stripper for Drift. Drift, there's only so much you can strip. Okay, buddy? There's not a whole lot left if you just keep on stripping like that. So the last pick for Drift will be the Triton here to potentially leave the silence debuff on the enemy team as well. So what is Mr. Chung gonna do? Is he gonna go for a last pick healer to counter this? Maybe a Wind Monkey King potentially? He's gonna go for a Douglas, because even though Drift is all about that stripping, Douglas is very hard to be stripped off his passive. And the only one that's kind of countering Douglas right now, or the Fire Ryu, is gonna be more the Water Ryu. So is it gonna be a Moor ban? And is it gonna be a Douglas ban? Because you don't need to ban the Moor if he doesn't ban your Douglas. It's going to be both the Water Ryu and the Fire Ryu, the Water Striker and the Fire Striker getting banned out because they don't really gel with one another. The brother rivalry is too much. Which means Mr. Chung get the speed lead, but there's the Heigang to really be annoying, and the entire team of Drift is on Will. So will this shield go in with a strip and disturb the enemy attack bar? Because if you don't, then the Triton is going into your team. He's going for the Chung Pung, boosting the Chung Pung attack bar, but a Chung Pung can potentially strip into a Violent proc, sending... Oh, but the debuff from the Chiwu also allowed the Heigang to boost the entire enemy team attack bar, and Triton going in. Dark Robo has the opportunity to control, and he will go for it. Push back the entire team attack bar, but not enough. The dispersion for the Heigang to keep the Virat down. The Robo will not keep this Oliver down. Oliver will now control the Chung Pung, get the cool time, and Virat with the Violent proc as well. Going for the freeze, get the freeze as well on 2 target, and this is not looking good. But the silence is going to keep the heal down from the Praha, but could not keep the Oliver down. Missed the silence on the Oliver. That is very important right here. Oh, no. This Oliver is going crazy with the Violent proc. The Triton silence could have stopped it, but he didn't get it through. Here comes Oliver punishing Drift very, very hard here because there's no fire. Oh my god, what am I even watching? Did the balance patch forgot the Oliver? This is fixing all his problem. He's getting his skill constantly and attack bar again as well. Finally missed the Chung Pung to stop the turn cycling. Virat dropping the freeze. Get the freeze on everybody. Oh my god. Nobody stopping this Oliver, and Varad is getting the perfect freeze on everybody else as well. Oliver finally off the cooldown, but he might get that sneaky little cheeky violent proc once again. He will not get it done, and this time maybe the Triton can finally do something, but the Praha has heal available. If the Praha get a turn, it will be over for Drift. Triton do everything he can, but that damage is not going to be enough. The Praha gets the heal, and this might be GG because nobody on Drift's team has any skill left, and Varad is going to do even more damage on this Triton here, and nothing that Drift can do. Oliver is controlling the entire battlefield. Mr. Chung is finally overcoming his old opponent, and this might be GG. Mr. Chung would take the first game. Round 2 between Mr. Chung and Drift. Let's see what is going to be the pre-ban here for both players. Last game, Oliver went absolutely crazy. Somebody need to tell Oliver that this is a turn-based game, okay? He can't be hogging all the turn for himself. We're going to have a Nephthys Zibala ban this time once again. No Nephthys, no Zibala for both players. First pick for Mr. Chung, and what can I say? Just the good old Oliver first pick. And we have the more Chung Pung for Drift once again. Heigang getting picked up to counter the more, and Kitian Dasheng for the good old control, which means we might be seeing Juno Rakuni coming out from Drift because that is what he's really good at. But oh, Drift is getting a little bit impatient here, and he would like to finish this one quickly, going for Tomoe Verd for some aggressive turn 1 gameplay. And Mr. Chung's gonna lock in another speed lead and the Gianna as well. Drift going for the Triton last pick. Not looking too good for Drift here, because if the Chung Pung getting banned out and if he doesn't get some decent RNG, he doesn't have a whole lot of damage and control going for himself. And he's thinking about that last pick right there. Is he going to lock in? He will lock in the Triton last pick. He's moving away from his standard Juno Rakuni that really worked well against the enemy with a control team like Mr. Chung here. And that's going to be a Triton ban. That is going to be a monkey ban. We saw how fast that Chiwa is, and both Chiwa and Heigang are both really good counter to the Rakuni, to the Verd and the Morph coming out from Drift. So it's not looking too hot right now. Here comes the first turn from the Chiwu right here with the strip and the glancing and the pushback as well. Is he going for it? He is gonna save it for later because Gianna is moving right after with the stun and the bomb. Get the stun on everybody. And that is not looking good because we know what comes after the stun is the Oliver. He gets the Chung Pung. He will get the more, and he will get the Tomoe as well. Here comes more control coming out from Chiwu right here. And we know what comes after that is going to be the bomb damage coming from the Gianna as well. And the bomb will be on. Oh, good old Gianna action right there with not letting anything whatsoever. but she did land the first turn stun, so that's not so bad. Here comes the AoE spin from the Moore. He will get absolutely nothing done out of that turn. Not a whole lot of damage and no extra Despair stun. Oliver going in with the reset. Shut down the Tomoe entirely. Verd with a glancing debuff. He will get one crit out of it and get some attack bar for the team. Tomoe on Despair Rune might get a stun. Not getting any extra stun coming out from the turn 1. And Moore is also not doing much against the Gianna here. Mr. Chung might be getting this one easy here in game 2. Here comes Chiu looking for the target, going straight into the Verd. Verd will get another turn here, but with a glancing debuff, it's hard for the Verd to be high impact in this match. And the Verd looking like it's gonna go down to the Heigang attack here. Here comes the Verd getting Despair stun, losing the attack bar. Changpeng getting a turn, but not having any skill available. Tomoe also not having any skill available here, not looking really good for Drift. Not getting any stun as well. The bomb will be on the Changpeng potentially, and the skill 1 will destroy the Verd. Missed another bomb. Gianna proving to be not exactly effective in this draft, but still okay because Mr. Chung is way ahead of Drift. That Violent Proc might change everything because this damage is not bad. It's doing a lot of work on Mr. Chung team here, but Oliver is still moving, and this will shut down any hope that Drift will have. It will take the Changpeng skill out of the equation, and the Chiwu looking for... Oh my god! The 2-turn sleep will take down the Tomoe turn, and the hope is slowly going out of Drift team because the Changpeng cannot do anything, and the only one that can actually perform anything is going to be the more damage. But Oliver missed the increased cooldown. He missed the chance to fully control this Mora, which means the Mora may be able to do more damage. Here comes the Mora. He needs the Violent Proc here to do any real damage. He will not get the Violent Proc, and the Heigang has skill 2 available to drop the glancing debuff on the enemy team. Heigang is not going to do that. Going to save it for later and finish off the Changpeng first. Chiwu has the AoE skill available, but might go for skill 1 on the Tomoe to be safe. Gonna go for the Tomoe. The Oliver has skill 3. Oh my god. And that might be it for the Moore. That might be it for the Tomoe. And this might be GG. I don't know about this, but I don't think Moore is very capable of bringing this back for Drift anymore. And somebody tell this Oliver that we are playing a turn-based game, please, because he is playing some crazy RPG with a Violent Proc right now. Unstoppable Oliver coming out from Mr. Chung, and that is GG.